Hello, this is Brad with ProLite gear, and today I want to show you the Sea to Summit Specialist Solo Shelter. This is one of the lightest shelters on the market currently, designed for one person. It is 15.6 ounces without the supplied aluminum poles and pegs. I would probably get rid of the aluminum pegs this thing comes with and replace it with the MSR carbon core stakes. Those are my favorite, and they're the lightest out there and some of the strongest. We're going to take this out of the bag. Butterfingers, I dropped it. And we'll put out the four corners here, and then we'll cut back in and show you how to pitch it. Alright, this is the first time we've ever set this shelter up. And just looking at it right now, it's a small single-person shelter from the outside here. So what you do, put out the four stakes, four corners, angle them away like every other shelter. When you have proper tension on these, the little fiberglass or carbon or aluminum rods, I'm not sure what's in these right here, stand up properly, and you can adjust the tension with these little sliders right here. After you get those done, you pull these stakes out right here. There's a supplied loop that the stake goes in. Take that, pull it somewhat tight but not super taut, and then put it in the ground. And now that you've got proper tension there, you can take and stand up the poles on the inside. I'm going to grab my trekking poles here. Unlike the Duo that we just set up in the previous video here, this only has one door. Being a solo shelter, that makes sense. I'm going to open this up here, and since I've never done this before, we'll see how it goes. Nice bug netting. They still have that dry layer in the vestibule for your pack. So for things that might get wet, I'm going to clean off the tips here before I throw them in the shelter. There we go. And instead of being able to pitch it from the other side, we're going to have to throw it in like this. Awesome. And then Shane, I'm going to have you come over here so I can show you how to set up the front pole. So, with this shelter, up here at the attachment points, they've got this little sewn-in patch. I'm going to slide my finger in there so you can kind of see what's going on. But you can slide the tip of your trekking pole up into this real thick Cordura patch. So we're going to do that right here. Just slide that in. Come inside the tent body here. And there is a nice double reinforced patch here on the floor. It's Hypalon. Definitely seam taped in there and really nice. You just set the bottom end of your trekking pole, your hand piece, right there. Tension till tight. And that's basically your shelter pitch right there. That's pretty darn nice, really. And if I was to say like a quick shape of the shelter on the inside, it's kind of shaped like a coffin. I'm going to jump inside here so you can kind of see the ample, or the room. I'm 6'2". And this should give a pretty good idea whether tall people can use this shelter or not. Woo! It's teeny in here. Shane, I'm going to have you look at that foot box down there. So, I basically take up the foot box with just bare feet. Your sleeping bag would definitely be touching the walls in here. The nice part is these walls are actually very breathable, but the length, for me, is nice. So if I scoot up a little bit more, my feet don't take up as much of that toe box. A 20-inch wide pad, there's no way, not even a little bit, could fit down there. You're gonna have to use a mummy pad in here for sure. No rectangular pads. What was that, Shane?
The Climate X frame.
Oh yeah, the Climate X frame would be absolutely perfect for this shelter. It tapers off just like that. The vestibule is nice. It does zip up very easily, which gives you room to put a pack in here, your boots. Overall, a pretty unique little shelter from Sea to Summit. I'm going to crawl out of here, zip up the vestibule, and have Shane give this a once around to the camera so you can kind of see the shape of this guy right here.
Brad, just for scale, put your hand on the end of that foot box, just to scale with your arm.
So, I mean, I don't have the smallest hands in the world. I can catch a basketball if you throw it at me one-handed, but that's not a lot of room. But you do sit a fair ways back from this. If you were like 6'6", you'd be right up against here with your head touching the top. There is a nice little mesh bench right here for added breathability. And if you took time to get this, you know, a little tighter pitched, a lot of this luffing would go out of the shelter. But kind of a neat little piece from sea to summit. If you have any questions about this shelter, please feel free to give us a call at 406-582-0508 or send us an email at info@prolitegear.com. Thanks for watching.